Have you been on a flight recently? And that too in economy seats? Do you remember the struggle when the person in front reclines their chair, giving you less room, or being seated between two people and having to climb over them to get to the washroom, or even being served barely edible food aboard your flights? The long lines, screaming kids, and people who take up too much space on their seats can also be a big pain in the, To escape these headaches, many celebrities as well as the rich are opting to purchase their own private jets, some of which cost more than $15 million. Owning one of these private jets means that your journey might also be as pleasurable as the destination itself. Imagine having rooms the size of small apartments, bathrooms that look like spas, and kitchens that could feed a small army, plus a staff to take care of your every need. It's true that it's not about the destination, it's about the journey getting there, but this maxim takes on new meaning while flying on a private plane, and not just any plane, but the most expensive private planes in the world. So what are we waiting for? Let's explore the top 15. Number 15. Bombardier Global 7000, $73 million. The fourth model to be released by Bombardier, the Global 7000 promises to be a significant improvement over previous models. One of the most powerful and expensive private planes in the sky, it can fly non-stop between cities as far apart as Sydney and San Francisco, or New York and Dubai. It has a selection of white and burgundy colors rather than the standard cream found on most private jets. Potential buyers have complete control over the design process, and each plane has seating for up to 19 people. Maybe you can have Saturdays are for the boys aboard this private plane. What do you think? Number 14. Boeing Business Jet 2, $75 million. The average hourly charter rate for a Boeing Business Jet 2 with seating for 25 to 50 passengers is around $16,000 USD. Despite having their origins in the commercial aviation sector, these private jets offer unrivaled range, making them ideal for transoceanic flights. Additionally, it features one of the most cutting-edge flight management systems in the world, guaranteeing passengers more than just a gorgeous face and a more secure flight than ever before. If you charter one, it will have the standard elegant neutral color scheme, which you can customize it to your liking beforehand. Number 13. Boeing 737, $80 million. The Boeing 737 is unlike other Boeing business jets in that it has more conservative, private cabins rather than trying too hard to stand out. There's a whole suite of amenities on board each of these private planes, from workspaces to bedrooms to bathrooms to kitchens to living rooms and to entertainment centers. This may look like any other airliner to the uninitiated, but once inside, you'll find that the wide leather seats, soft lighting meant to battle jet lag, and other amenities make for an experience unlike any other. There are no middle seats here, instead there are plush sofas and pillows along the walls, and every passenger gets a window seat.
Number 12. Airbus Corporate Jet, $100 million. The Airbus Corporate Jet was created not for a single person, but for anyone who needs to rent a private plane temporarily. The Corporate Jet is the latest addition to the company's fleet of private aircraft suitable for charter, and it features sleek, modern upgrades inside and out. It's considered one of the greatest private planes for simulating being on the ground, with less dry air, reduced muscle tiredness, and no additional negative effects of flying at high altitudes. However, the breathtaking scenery outside the windows will still be there to greet you just before you touch down.
Number 11. Boeing 757, $100 million. Typically used for transoceanic and intercontinental flights, the Boeing 757 has earned the nickname the Ferrari of commercial airplanes among pilots. However, it is also available as a charter for individuals who would rather travel in style. Trump's private 757 is the most well-known because he used it frequently while in office. This plane, sometimes referred to as Trump Force One, hasn't flown since 2019 due to required maintenance. It has all the necessities in the room for a peaceful private trip, with a cabin that is quiet and aesthetically beautiful.
Number 10. Airbus ACJ 319neo, $102 million. There are only 6 privately owned Airbus ACJ 319neos in the world, yet each one features luxurious, one-of-a-kind furnishings. The Airbus ACJ 319neo combines the greatest features of a private aircraft and a supercar, making it as exciting to ride in as it is to fly. Also known as Infinito, it is a luxury vehicle with a man-made carbon fiber body, plush leather seats, and new wood trim. Even more so when you check out the master bedroom, VIP bathroom, full galley, and entertainment zone, you'll realize that this private jet has a significantly more luxurious vibe because of its rounded walls and gentle curves.
Number 9. Gulfstream III, $125 million. Among the many famous people who possess a Gulfstream III, Tyler Perry's is the most well-known. The private jet of the American actor and director has more cutting-edge gadgetry than the average home, including a 42-inch HD television, multiple Blu-ray players, another satellite television, theater lighting to complement in-flight movies, and electronically controlled window shades for when you're ready to take a nap. There are also movable HD displays, music docking stations, and game controller ports available. In addition to owning a private plane, Tyler Perry also owns an island. We are so jealous. Number 8. Boeing 767-33A ER, $170 million. Roman Abramovich's private plane is known as the Bandit because of the slanted black stripes in the glass by the cockpit that give it the appearance of a getaway car. It has basically been called a flying house. It's enormous with space for sleeping, lounging, and entertaining a whole 30 guests at a banquet. It has the same type of anti-missile system as Air Force One, making it one of the safest private jets. The bedroom, the living room, the dining room, and the entire kitchen are all adorned with gold plating and gold embellishments. Dinner on a Boeing, anyone? Number 7. Boeing 747-430, $220 million. The Sultan of Brunei's private plane spares no money in terms of luxury, and that includes the wash basins, which are constructed of solid gold and Lalique crystal. It is estimated that he spent roughly $100 million with Lufthansa and an additional $120 million customizing the aircraft to his preferences because he is widely believed to be the world's wealthiest monarch. It has larger than usual teal couches and distinctively patterned floors, giving it a splash of color not found on other private jets. The Sultan owns multiple private jets, with this one being the largest in his fleet. Number 6. Boeing 787-8 BBJ, $325 million. The Boeing 787-8 BBJ, whose BBJ stands for Boeing Business Jet, is a long-range, high-performance jet that can travel for 18 hours without stopping for fuel. Elegant and sophisticated, this first-class aircraft was spotted at the Dubai Air Show and is equipped to provide passengers with a trip that exceeds their expectations. Its primary customer is the Chinese airline HNA Group. However, individuals can also rent the plane for about $70,000 per hour. The Dream Jet, as it is affectionately known, features an inviting lobby, a bedroom with a full walk-in wardrobe, master bathroom, and one of the largest showers you'll find in the sky. Number 5. Airbus ACJ 350 Custom, $366 million. The ACJ 350 is much more than just a means of transportation, it's a home in the sky. This luxury private plane is estimated to cost around $366 million, and that's without even taking into account the cost of the extras, such as a custom interior design. The interior was designed by Lufthansa Technik and is reported to have cost an additional $150 million, bringing the total cost of this private plane to somewhere about $500 million. The yacht has 4 staterooms, a guest lounge, a full galley, and a formal dining space with seating for 8. Number 4. Boeing 747-8 VIP, $367 million. The identity of the Boeing 747-8 VIP's owner remains a mystery, however a good deal of information is published about the plane. It's one of the largest airplanes in the world, and it can dwarf even Air Force One. A stateroom, lounges, an office, and a big dining area give this private jet a total of 4,786 square feet of space, making it ideal for hosting lavish dinner parties and other events. The interior was created by cabinet Alberto Pinto to reflect the owner's taste and is hence muted and understated. You may obtain pictures of this private plane with ease, but you won't see any passengers relaxing on the sofas or sleeping in the bedrooms. Number 3. Airbus A340-300, $500 million. Alisher Usmanov, a Russian billionaire, owns an Airbus A340-300, a type of plane typically used for cross-continental flights due to its comfortable seating and quiet interior. This private jet is larger than President Putin's personal plane and has opulent amenities like plush leather seating and big suites. Usmanov spent an additional $170 million, bringing the plane's interior up to his specifications after purchasing it. It is a private plane with a range of 8,512 miles, which is roughly the distance between Moscow and Tokyo. Number 2. Airbus A380, $600 million. The Airbus A380 weighs in at about 1.3 million pounds, making it one of the heaviest commercial planes ever built. Because of its bulk, this plane isn't typically ordered as a private aircraft, but Saudi Arabia's Prince Al-Walid bin Talal placed an order for one during the 2007 Dubai Air Show. Even though he didn't use the big private plane, it became famous for being called a flying castle and was featured in media outlets. In fact, the proposal for this luxury jet includes a vehicle garage, a Turkish bath, and 2 floors of living and working space, so the name isn't much of an exaggeration. A special VIP living quarters could be found on the top deck. Number 1. Air Force One, $660 million. The United States Air Force's Air Force One, often regarded as the most expensive private jet in the world, features not only a luxurious bedroom and offices, but also a fully equipped medical center and a conference room. The galley aboard this 800,000-pound 747, which occupies 4,000 square feet of area, can cook up to 2,000 meals per flight for 100 passengers. It can be refueled in midair and has a cutting-edge technological system that shields all electronics from EMPs. Now we know these planes aren't the average man's vehicle, but boy do they impress. Private planes are just one way to travel through air, but have you considered wanting to travel by water or even ground? Do vehicles at different heights have different maximum speeds? Well, to find out, you should definitely check out our video about the fastest on land, sea, and air. Until next time.